Morning YouTube, back again, and today is part, I'm not even sure, of the Virago project. When you left me, we was in a bit of a pickle and things weren't looking very good. To be fair, things was looking pretty fucked. I then finished the video and I went inside and I edited it and posted it, and then I couldn't leave it at that. So I come outside and I did some work to remove the starter clutch from the flywheel. Now, if you don't know what the problem is, if you go back and have a look at the last video, you'll see that the bolts was all rounded and one unbolt and one snapped off, and yeah, it was having all sorts of issues. But I had a bit of perseverance, some careful drilling and what have you, and I've managed to get them out. And I reckon that we can reuse this flywheel, which is great because I can't afford a new one. Alright, the starter clutch has taken a little bit of damage, obviously, but that's to be expected. But I mean, if you look, that's not actually that bad. We do have the issue that it was already cracked, but that's not a problem. We're not reusing it. New one in the post. Now this is the pricey jockey. This is what would have cost us the money. And I've managed to get it out. Now there is some light scoring where it appears it probably lost its starter clutch at some point in its life, and that's why matey boy probably we'll get to that bit in a minute. Went to the measures that he went to make sure that it didn't come apart. There is some light scoring to it, but I've not marked or damaged any of these, and obviously not damaged the flywheel, took any weight off it or anything, so that is still good. I'm still in the process. It's clean mostly of all its bits and up, but there you go, look, there's an odd straggler. Yeah, so I'm still in the process of cleaning that out to make sure it's 100% metal shame free. See, look, a couple of little bits there. Yeah, but it looked like this. It was, yeah, it was bad. So that's loads better than it was. Obviously, it's got to be 100% before it goes back in the bike. Saying that, I am me water in my oil, so that means I'm gonna have to change the oil filter, which I didn't actually think about. So what I'm probably gonna do, and I don't advise you do this, is I'm gonna take it apart, take the air filter out. I'm gonna see if I can clean it in petrol and reuse it one time just for a couple of startups. I'm gonna chuck some car oil in it just to put some oil in it, run it once or twice just to check to see if my CDI unit's working properly. Everything is all going to go lovely into plan like it always does. Not. Then I'll drop the oil again, change the filter out for a new one, and put the correct oil back in it. That's the plan anyway. She's literally been left in bits on the floor where I left her. That's not all, that's a rag. But yeah, I did spill a lot of oil over there. That's not the end of the world. But yeah, she has literally been left there. The bolts, the tools, everything, which isn't ideal, I know, but I've had other things to do this week as well, so I haven't had time to work on it. It's going to be about a week or so until the new starter clutch turns up. I had to also get new bolts, which I had to, well, let me find some, hang on. Okay, so there's one. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. So I had to get me digital caliper gauges, and then obviously I had to measure the diameter and then the length, but obviously I haven't got the whole length because I drilled the head off, so I had to estimate the final length. I think I'm correct at 20 mil and M8s. I think. If I'm not, I'm not. I'll just get some more. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, as you see, this one snapped off, I think. But yeah, and had to be drilled top and bottom. Why do you ask? Well, for some unknown reason, instead of using Loctite, what he had done, as the bolts had come through onto this side, he's used a punch or something and mullered the end to mushroom it over so it wouldn't back out. Except his plan wasn't foolproof, because they had backed out about a quarter to half a turn, and that had caused the bits of the starter clutch to fall out and it all to shit itself. So yeah, Not the correct method. Now, if he had used some red or blue Loctite and the correct torque sequence and like tightness, I'm pretty sure it would have been fine. But I guess we'll never know now. That's the way I'm gonna put it back on. Now, as you see, there's just a couple of light markings on here, but that's from before. I haven't done that. And there is a couple of little light graze markings where I might, but nothing that's going to cause us any issues, nothing that's going to bring us out of balance. And they're between 150 and 200 quid. So yeah, it's perfectly good enough for me to use. So yeah, just a quick one today, just a quick update light. I've got to do some real repairs and work on my shed and stuff. Yeah, as I say, the bike's on hold until parts turn up. There are a couple other little jobs I need to do. Like I've got to sort the headlight out. It needs a headlight connector inside it. It's literally just wires and little spade connectors at the minute. It's not even got a bulb holder. The indicators and stuff, I need to check all the wiring and stuff for that. They're aftermarket. I need to make a fatter rear mudguard because the little shit flicker I made, it's not wide enough. But I knew that when I made it, and I've made the bracket, so then you can just unbolt that and then bolt on another one when it comes to fabricating it. I had planned on making a little shit flicker out of the standard mudguard, but if you're aware, there's a big square bit in the back and it's right in the way and it ruins the line, so that didn't work. So I'll have to find something off something else, and you know what I mean. But again, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, I'm gonna get cracked on and do some more of this shed anyway. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing and all that crap. If not, who gives a fuck? And I'll catch you next time. Cheers.